I've been involved in the Patagonia field testing program for a little over 20 years right now. My very first exposure to it was through a half and half that Yvonne gave me when we were switching out from polypropylene to polyester. And that's what kind of got it started. Field testing has been closely involved in the evolution of capilene base layers, as well as a lot of other fabrics that we've done. I think in capilene, it's even more important getting field products out in the hands of people that use them actively in the areas that they're intended for use is really, really critical to our development. It's the only way we can really tell if it does work or doesn't in a real life situation. The key things that we looked at in developing the new capilene, I mean, there's always your basic ones. You've got dry time and moisture management, comfort against the skin, odor control, all those things. And in this case, aesthetics. We wanted the product to be more street wearable, more versatile. But what we really realized early on is that it's a balance of all these attributes. You have to balance the equation out, because if you just rely on one thing like, say, dry time, you're really giving up a lot from the other ones. So that's what the difficult part is to achieve. You know, you got to make it durable, but you can't make it too heavy. You've got to make it warm, but it can't be too warm. It's got to breathe, it's got to dry. All those things all come together, hopefully in the end, with the good product. We use half and half garments primarily in our fabric developmental testing. One half of the garment is one fabric, one half another. This allows us to get really immediate feedback and response on performance and comfort in real life situations, which is the key. If you put it on the back of someone that's doing an ultramarathon in the mountains, by mile 50 you have a pretty good idea which side you want to keep running in and which side you don't. And putting it into cold situations, warm situations, all these different areas that our product lines cover is really what's key to our product and fabric development needs. This capilene development or redevelopment was a really big project. I think we sent out more test samples, probably numbering 100 plus, than I ever have in any project to date. We really tried to cover all the bases. Of course, we had 4 different weights to try to create, but it was pretty sample intensive. I think one of the things that surprised us, something that we learned from this development project, was that we really don't know all that much about what it really takes to balance all these characteristics. I think that the subtleties of yarn size, yarn placement, materials, application, knit, all those things come together in very subtle balances that were kind of a surprise to me. How much difference you could achieve with very, very subtle changes in the characteristics. And I think that not only taught us a lot, but portends really well for the future, where we can build on these things.